Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the slow and silent crash that's happening in the condo market in Toronto right now. I'm going to take you through the reasons why there's baked in mistakes into this condo market and how they're going to affect all the builders, why some of the builders could crash and burn, and why a lot of people are feeling very acute pain within the condo market. Hi there, my name is Marcy Verburg. I'm a realtor here in Toronto. All right, so let's get into this. Now, I'm talking really specifically about the condo market, the new build condo market in this video. So I'm talking about all the condos that are just finishing being built right now and the huge inventory of condos that's going to be coming to close in 2025 and 2026. We know that there's about 35 to 40,000 condos that are expected to close in the city in the next couple of years. And we know now that the builders are in huge trouble because a lot of these condos may not actually close. Now, what is going on and what caused us? And when I'm talking about this pain that's built into the condo market, what am I even talking about? Okay, so we have to talk about a little bit of history. The condo market kind of works in about 5-year cycles. That is the new build condo market. So about 2020, 2021 was when all the problems started with this current cycle. So as you know, around that time, the government dumped all kinds of money into the economy. And what did people do with it? Well, if they weren't a small business owner, they had extra money. Okay, so in Canada, people only really know three things. They know how to invest in real estate, they know mutual funds, and they know some basic stocks. Now, everybody knew somebody who had threw 5% down on a condo, made $100,000 or $200,000 and walked away. So why not just jump into this crazy frenzy of buying in the condo market? So we're talking about pre-construction specifically, meaning I go to the builder, I throw 5% down, I throw another 5% in another year or whatever the builder schedule is for down payments. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm kind of holding on to that condo. I'm putting deposits on it. Now, one of the big mistakes that's built in here is that a lot of people were buying that never had any intention of closing their condo. So they knew that they wouldn't be able to close their condo. They had no intentions of closing their condo. What they were going to do is they were just going to sell it before it even closed, doing assignment sales. Now we have a huge issue, which is the assignment market has literally collapsed in Toronto this year, and it's going to get worse next year. Okay, so what else has caused this problem? Like, if I have this, why wouldn't I just close my condo, rent it to somebody, resell it, something like that? Well, I know a lot of people. I know one person in particular, bought in Distillery District, great building, made total sense at the time to buy in, puts 20% down, go to close. Well, here's the big problem. Your condo is now worth a couple of $100,000 less now than it was in 2020 and 2021. Well, what could have possibly have caused that? So people were way overbuying. So if you go back to 2021, the pricing was all wrong. It was way too high. People were paying $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 a square foot for condos in Toronto. Now, the resale market of condos, these things are selling for about $950 a foot. So, for example, there's a building, kind of say in a nice area like Yonge and Bloor. One side of the street, condo closing, $1,600 a foot. Other side of the street, resale condo, $900 a square foot. So, where are people putting their money? Well, obviously, they're seeing that there's more value in buying one of these resale condos than in buying the new condo. And so a lot of those people that, they expected to close and get their money back, well, now their condo is worth like $200,000-$300,000 less than it was when they bought it. They go to the bank. Well, obviously the lender says, no, we're not going to give you money that's worth way more than the appraised value of your condo. You're going to have to come up and make up the difference. And then the person says, well, I'd rather lose my $100,000 or $150,000 down payment than I would, it's just not worth it for me. I'd rather lose my money because I'm going to lose even more if I close this condo. What about renters? Everybody's always talking about how rental prices are so high. Well, believe it or not, rent prices are actually going down, but it doesn't really matter because guess what? The condo prices are way too high versus the rent prices. Now, while I realize rent prices are super high, if your condo kind of fees are $1,000 or $1,200 a month and your mortgage is $5,000, you're sitting at $6,200 in expenses before you kind of pay any kind of Other expenses, well, the rent doesn't make that up for a 1.5 bedroom condo. Your rent's probably 26, 2,700 if you're really lucky. So you close, you're already losing $2,500 a month. Airbnb, well, the city killed that. We don't really have a good Airbnb market anymore because you're just not allowed to do it anymore. So they kind of killed that opportunity. So now a whole bunch of people are sitting on these condos that they can't close now. And in 25 and 26, we're going to see another 40,000 of these things coming onto the market. So it's getting pretty scary. And it's not just happening here. If you look at Miami, they have 9 months of inventory sitting on the market. Other big cities had the same thing. This whole glory days and boom time of condos, which happened about 5 years ago, well, it's all falling apart right now. Basically, what we're having is a huge disaster that's coming into play. Okay, so what happens on the builder side? Well, if you don't close, well, the builder's going to sue you. Okay, what if half the building doesn't close? What's the builder going to be doing in that case? Is the builder then going to be suing everybody to get their money? Well, chances are they're not going to be able to do that, right? So if you've got a builder who's really, really well funded, they've been doing this for lots of years, well, maybe that builder can kind of come up with some creative ways to last for a couple of years. What if you're a newer builder, you don't have super deep pockets? Now you owe tons of money to the government, you owe tons of money to the bank, your building's not closing. What's going to happen with this thing? And that's why you're also seeing two other things happening. A, starts are down because why would I start my new condo in this market? Two, people are actually abandoning buildings partway through. Will you see bankruptcies? Will somebody bail them out? Who's to say? What also is happening is that we've like literally seen in the last month 900 price reductions in condos. So the prices are coming way down. All right, so what is a person supposed to do with this? Well, a lot of people are like super, super stuck with their assignment condo. Would somebody else buy it? They might. Somebody buying might be able to get in there and get some deals, but not really because you're not going to overpay for something by a couple of $100 a square foot, unless maybe you can hold on to it for like 5 years. Because the other thing that's going to happen now is we're going to have, our cycle is going to go down. We're going to have less building, which means, say, 2029, are we going to be in good shape? 2027, are we going to be in good shape? Because if we keep, going on with immigration and all these kinds of things, and people, as you know, we have a housing shortage. So how is this all going to play out? Well, if we don't do any more building, then the prices, if we don't do any more building, we'll have like another more pressure on the market, but we won't see that for a few years. So we're kind of in this place in this 5-year cycle where things are just really stuck right now. And we don't really see a lot of way out of it at the very minute. So guys, if you have an assignment condo, let me know what your strategy is for kind of dealing with that. And let's have a chat about it. Okay, take care.